everyone. So in this video I'm gonna be making this makeup tutorial and I'm just gonna show you guys how to do it. I freaking love this look. It's just so spring appropriate. It's a little bit like dramatic, but yet it's not. Let me zoom in a little bit. So in this video I am going to be showing you guys a couple new products that I've been trying out lately that I've been loving. I don't really do like March favorites or February favorites a lot of times. A lot of times I just like to show you guys my favorites in between videos when I'm doing them, kind of just show a little description about them as I'm going along. Today I am going to be using this new BH Cosmetics sponge that I have been loving. Well, actually that I loved, because today's the first time that I used it. So if you guys kind of want to see a first impressions on this and what I think about it, then you can kind of look forward to that in this video. And just new products from the drugstore especially that I've been trying out and that I've been loving. So if you guys want to see how to get this makeup look and a little bit more about the sponge and products that I've been loving, then please keep watching. Okay, so starting with the eyes, I'm going to start by priming my eyelids, and I'm going to be using this Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. It's a shadow primer, and I'm just using it because I bought this Lorac palette and it came with it, so I just have it. But you guys know normally I love to use concealer or, you know, your foundation or whatever to prime. You don't necessarily have to use this. I'm just using it because I have it, but I'm just going to be placing this all over my lids, and this is just going to help my eyeshadows not crease. And I feel like it really does work a lot though. It does help, because sometimes if you have oily lids and you just use a concealer, it'll start creasing up if you don't set it right away. And I feel like this really helps, because when I place my concealer on top, it doesn't crease up right away like it normally would without it. So next I'm going to use a base, and what this is going to help do is just help my eyeshadows stand out more true to their color. I always use a base. For today I'm going to be using this NYX one, and I barely got this yesterday, so this is my first time trying it. Hopefully it works good. Sorry, I'm trying to get my mirror here. So I'm just going to be applying this on my lid. So far I really like this base. So since this base is a little too dark for me, I'm going to go ahead and take this stark white eyeshadow. I've been doing this a lot. Just setting it with this eyeshadow is going to help my eyeshadows stand out even more. When you start off with a white base, they will be more true to their color. So I'm just going to pat this all over my lid really quick. When you set your base, it also helps your eyeshadows not stick to it, because your base will be sticky. And if you start putting an eyeshadow, it's going to like stick to it and it's going to be really hard to blend. So when you put some powder on top of your base, then it'll definitely help blend out those shades. Starting with eyeshadows, I'm going to start off with Creme Brulee, and it's this Makeup Geek eyeshadow right here. I'm going to start by placing this all over my crease area, and to do that I'm using my M502 brush from Morphe Brushes. Sorry, I was a little too into the blending right now. I'm going to start off and I'm just going to fluff this out as my transition shade all over, just fluffing it out. This brush reminds me a lot like the E40 from Sigma. So if you're a person that doesn't have the E40, this is a really good alternative, and it is cheaper. So after that, I'm going to be taking Cupcake, which is from Makeup Geek as well. I have used this shade a lot in my other videos as well. I just really love it. It's just a pretty rosy color, and I just really love how it blends good with Creme Brulee. So I'm going to be placing this in the crease, and for that I'm using my M505 brush from Morphe Brushes. Oh my god, I can't speak today. And again, like if you don't have the E35 blending brush from Sigma, this one reminds me a lot of that brush. So if you don't have that one, this is a really good alternative for that one. And again, it's even cheaper, so that's why I love Morphe Brushes. They have really good quality brushes and they're cheaper. For my lid, I'm going to go ahead and take my Lorac Unzipped palette, and I'm going to take this shade here. I think it's called Unreal, and I'm going to be placing this on my lid. I'm going to be using my Naked 3 brush. This one came with the Naked 3 palette. I actually really love this flat side to apply anything on my lid, especially some kind of shimmer, because I feel like it packs it on really good. Anyways, I'm going to wet the shadow a little bit with this e.l.f. mist. And I'm going to be placing this on my lid. After that, I'm going to take Cocoa Bear, this shade right here, and I'm going to be placing this in the crease as well, more on the outer V. And I'm going to be using this M503 brush from Morphe Brushes. Ugh, let me get on my hair. And I'm just going to be blending this out on the outer V and bringing it a little bit halfway through the crease. And you definitely want to wait for this side to dry, or if not, you're going to have like little eyeshadow going everywhere. I really enjoy this brush right here because it is fluffy, but it's a little bit tapered at the top, so it's kind of flat a little bit, so it helps like really define the crease area without like really blowing out the shadow everywhere if you don't want it to. To add a little bit more shimmer to the lid, I'm going to be taking Afterglow. This is a Makeup Geek pigment. I freaking love this shade. It's one of my favorites from her pigments. And I'm just going to take the same shader brush and I'm going to be patting this just a little bit more in the center part. And just to add a little bit more extra oomph to the look. Then I'm going to go ahead with the 503 again and just blend out any harsh lines there might be. Now we're just going to clean up any eyeshadow that may have landed under my eyes. And I'm going to create this sharp line here so it could be easier to apply my eyeliner. Oh, and really quickly, I'm going to add my brow highlight. I totally forgot about that. I'm going to take the Lorac Unzipped palette and I'm going to take Undercover, which is this shade right here. It's a matte shade. And I'm just going to be placing this on the high ends of my brows. And then just taking the M502 and blending out any harsh lines. For eyeliner, I'm going to go ahead and take my Gel Studio liner from Maybelline, and I'm going to use my angled E60 brush from Sigma. And I'm going to be just making a wing like always and just bringing it in thinner as I go as I go in the inner corner, sorry. My eyeliner is complete now, so let's move on to mascara. I'm going to be taking this Lash Sensational mascara from Maybelline. I really love this mascara, and like, just look at this packaging. Oh my god, I freaking love this packaging. Anyways, I'm gonna be applying one coat of this, and since I'm gonna be using falsies, I'm just gonna do one coat. So for my falsies today, I'm going to be using the Wispies from Ardell. I did use them yesterday, so they're kind of everywhere. While I wait for the lash glue to dry out, I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. I'm going to be taking my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation, and I'm going to be using this new sponge that I got. Let's see. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to be applying my falsies just because my glue already got a little tacky, so I'm just going to be placing these little suckers right there. Hopefully they're nice to me today. Now moving on to concealer, I'm going to go ahead and take my Master Conceal concealer from Maybelline. This one has been my go-to concealer for like a week and a half now. I freaking love it. It reminds me a lot of the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer because it's nice and thick and it's full coverage. And to me, it doesn't really crease up, TJ. So that's a plus. I'm going to be blending this out with my sponge. So my concealer is complete, and let me just say guys, I am super in love with this sponge. It's kind of hard to describe this sponge because it's like really soft and bouncy, but at the same time it's kind of hard, but like in a good way. Like I don't know, it's hard because like the Real Technique sponge, like when you squeeze it, like it does squeeze like a lot, but like it's like I see why it sheds because it's like really soft at the same time, but kind of in a sheddy way. And this one is soft and bouncy, but yet it's hard to wear. I feel like when I wash it, it's going to be more durable. And yeah, it applied my foundation really good, as y'all can see, and it applied my concealer really good. So I'm really excited about this because it's only like $4.95. It's really cheap, and so far it's done a really great job at applying my stuff. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes. And for that, I'm going to take my Mary Kay setting powder, this translucent powder, I mean. I've been really loving this powder. It doesn't cake up. I love that it's translucent. It does brighten up a little bit, so that's why I love that too. I'm gonna use my blush brush to apply this. Okay, so to contour today, I'm gonna be taking Sable. This is from my Master's Class palette. You guys could take any brown, cool tone brown. This is a little bit more grayish. And I'm gonna be taking this Morphe M504 brush. And I'm gonna start contouring my cheeks with this. And I'm not gonna be doing too much of it. I'm just gonna be mainly focusing it right here, more towards the hairline, and this is just really going to create that hollow that you want. Again, starting right here, closer to the hairline. I'm going to be blending it out back and forth, and then a little bit up and down. Remember, you always want to go up more than you never want to go lower. You want to blend upwards. I'm just going to take some and apply it on my forehead. Nope, I guess y'all can't see that, right? And some on my nose. Then I'm just going to take my Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to add a little bit more color to what I just did. I love me a nice sharp contour. Contouring is just one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup as well, and I just love taking my time and really carving out the hollows of my cheeks and whatnot. I just love contouring. I don't always like get into it this deep, but for the sake of the video, I just kind of wanted to show you guys a method I've been using lately. Okay, so once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and add some blush, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. blush palette. I'm going to be taking these two shades right here, and I'm going to be taking this blush brush from Real Techniques. I love this brush because it never really overdoes my blush. But these blushes are super pigmented, so you really want to be careful and not overdo them. I'm gonna go ahead and take this e.l.f. stipple brush and I'm just gonna diffuse this blush a little bit more. And just blend everything together. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do my highlight, and for that I'm taking my Morphe M510 brush. This has been my go-to brush to do my highlight. I just feel like it's amazing. It's perfect. It's nice and small. It does it really well. I don't know, I just love it. And for my highlight today, I'm actually gonna take the Pigment Afterglow from Makeup Geek. It's such a beautiful, like, golden highlight that it gives. And I'm just gonna be taking whatever's left in the cap and just placing it on the high ends of my cheekbones. See, you guys see that? It's just such a pretty glow that it gives to the skin. Oh god, my son is using the restroom, but anyways. I'm gonna take a little bit in the tip of my nose. A little bit on my... So now let's do the under eyes, the part that I kind of dread most when I'm doing my makeup. I don't know why. I'm gonna be taking Cocoa Bear first. I think it's kind of repetitive. Like, it's like, okay, I already did the top, why do I have to do the bottom? But you never want to neglect the bottom because it really helps open up your eyes and add more smokiness. So I'm taking Cocoa Bear first. I'm gonna be blending this out. And I'm using this little Equal Tools dual-ended brush. Then what I'm also going to be taking is Unbridled. This is from the Lorac Unzipped palette right here. It's a little burgundy shade. And I'm going to be placing this more on the outer part, but bringing it halfway in. Sorry, I'm trying to hold my hair out of the way. Then with the same Naked 3 brush, I'm gonna pick up the Unreal color here, this one, and I'm gonna be placing it in the inner part. And I'm also gonna be using this as my inner corner highlight, just because it's so pretty and sparkly.
So pretty and sparkly.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also going to put a little bit of mascara on the top just to blend the top lashes. The real ones with the fake ones. Finally, finish off the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and take my Rimmel London Scandalous Eyes in pencil in nude. And I'm going to place this in my waterline. I'm a person that always loves to use black, but for these kind of occasions, I'm taking a nude pencil, but if you want to, you can obviously use black. And now for the lips, I'm gonna take my nude pencil from Maybelline, I believe, and I'm gonna go ahead and just line my lips with this. Then I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild lipstick for my lips. It's called Just Peachy. Okay, so of course my camera would decide to get, my memory got full, so I had to go and take some stuff out of it. But after I applied that Just Peachy lipstick from Wet n Wild, I went ahead and applied this lip gloss afterwards, so that's what I have on top of that. And the last thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is set my whole face with this setting spray that I have been freaking loving. This is the Mary Kay Makeup Finishing Spray. I'm not gonna get too much in detail about this. I'm probably gonna make a video just dedicated to this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this. I really have been loving this. It helps my makeup stay all day, so I'm just gonna spray this a couple of times. And don't make any facial expressions or anything while it dries. And once you're done doing that, this is the finished result. I am super in love with this makeup look. I didn't know I'd love it so much. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just love you guys so much. Thank you to all my new subscribers that I've been getting lately, and for those of you who have stuck with me from the beginning, I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.